Hi, this is Thunder E from Booredatwork.com, and today we're doing a review of a very cool Android home screen replacement called SlideScreen, or the paid version of SlideScreen Pro. The difference between both of them is just basically the paid version doesn't have advertising running at the bottom. Now, when you download the app and you install it, the first thing it tells you, you go through this whole setup process that tells you to put in your weather, location, so that you get this. Basically, brings up this a bar in the middle of the screen that has your current weather and your location, your time, status bar, and all that. You can think of this as your status bar on top, drop down to the middle. Now, the first thing you notice is slide screen. Everything's in the list drop down fashion, because of that, there are no multiple home screens, so you can't slide left, you can't slide right on the screen. You also noticed with slide screen that there's different color coded tabs on the left hand side, basically identifying your different icons on the screen, or your different apps that are running, and they go in the pecking order. At the very top of the screen, you have your missed calls. After that, you have your messages, you have your emails. If I slide down a little bit, this would be my calendar, and I slide up, that would be my stocks and my Twitter. And my Twitter there. Now you notice I can slide up and down the screen. Basically, this is the main way of navigating your home screen. So another cool thing about it is that you can basically cycle through, or you can keep your screen clean and empty by just having one thing present at each time. So say I slide down, basically that lists everything on top. Now the icon there says calendar. I have nothing on my calendar, so I can cycle through that by tapping the icon. That's my missed calls, nothing. My messages, I have 2 new messages there. My emails, I have a bunch of emails here which I can go through, and I can go through all that. Now if I slide all the way up, now that cycles through what's on the bottom of my list according to the status bar. So I have my Twitter, I have a bunch of new tweets here. So I can cycle through that and look at my stocks, see how they're doing. It has a little chart graph and all that. So it's a very cool, different home screen replacement. It does a very good job of just making it fresh and innovative. Now, you say, how do I get to my other applications? I usually, there's a tab where you can slide up to get your other apps, or you have multiple screens where you put your apps. That's where the menu button comes in. So you tap in the menu button, and that's what I call the second home screen for SlideScreen. Now basically this allows you to put 8 apps in those 4 square boxes. Now to do that, you can cycle through your list of apps here at the bottom, but say I want to put open table up there. I have to hold down, press down, and I don't slide up. I actually have to tap on one of the screens and it will appear up there. That is how you add extra apps in there. Another thing to note is when you hit the menu button, you also get 3 submenus. You have the help. Now click on the help, basically cycles you through the basics of SlideScreen and how it's used and the setup and all that, which is basically what you see at the very beginning when you set up SlideScreen. You also have the phone settings, which is your basic Android phone settings. It allows you to customize anything on your phone, which is normal like you usually do. If I head back to that and I go to home settings, now these are the settings for SlideScreen itself. You can either have hepatic feedback, have your status bar visible, services. Now the services are basically what's on your home screen. So like I said earlier in the pecking order, you have your phone calls, SMS, and all those. I can pick and choose what I want to be on there. I'm sure hopefully they'll add some more things later on, and also Twitter, and Twitter is with TwitDroid only. That's the only Twitter app it supports. You can also change your weather and also system, basically for you to send reports of errors and things like that. And then there are options for each of those services, so you can actually go through and cycle in your services and make changes, whatever changes you need. So yeah, that is basically SlideScreen. It's like I said, it's a very fresh, innovative take into the home screen department for the Android operating system. This has a very different feel. It's not your Android home screen where you have multiple screens for you dumping apps on there. This one takes you to a very streamlined level. It's almost, I would say it's almost business-like. It's almost something you would find actually maybe even with a say the BlackBerry. Not that BlackBerry has a home screen like this, but it's something where if I were on the go and on the run, I was in business, I would want to have certain things available and I can easily check. And basically this does that. You know, I have my stocks, my tweets, I can always check my email as well as my messages up there. And it's very easy for me to, like I said, cycle through, you know, the different things and slide down and cycle through those again. And it does a very good job at it. Again, I do like the interface. I do like the feel. It works very well. I hadn't had any problems, you know, so far with it, no crashes or anything like that. So yeah, so that definitely is SlideScreen. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, check it out, download it, let us know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to our Twitter page and our Facebook fan page. It's simply Booredatwork. So this is Thunder E from Booredatwork saying, always enjoy your entertainment. Thank you.